Hey everybody. It's been a long day because I've been worried on pins and needles all day. I just saw my baby. I had been waiting for him. Uh, I don't feel heavy and drained right now. I've been so heavy and so drained and so in the spirit the past few months and definitely the past few weeks because I didn't want to tell y'all until it was done. And this is, I hope, an example and inspiration to you other mothers that have sons in prison, children in prison, period. I've never done this before. I really gave up on my son in the past and let it go. So I didn't work on heavily drawing down that energy and manifesting. The spirits just gave me the ritual that I gave you the other day. That was part one of it, where you're calling down that energy. You're going within your womb. You're dealing with your mother who started the pain, the baby's father you met, who jammed you up, and all the stuff in life and the conditions you went through with the child, and working on releasing the negative and grounding into the earth, and then pulling up the positive, pulling up what you want to manifest. And if any women want to privately talk with me about that and do a reading and do spiritual work around that, and actually helping to bring them home, I'm willing to do it. I did not know. I guess I just kind of used to think that stuff was wrong and it was bad, and whatever happened because it was meant to be. And what I realized is every bad thing that happened to you is not meant to happen to you. Somebody can destiny swap you, curse you as a child like my mother did, redirect your life, blackball you in the spirit, move your ancestors away from around you and your guardians so they can attack you and destroy you. And your own mother would be the best candidate to do that. And actually set up hardships and roadblocks to stop your fame, your fortune, your wealth, especially if that's your destiny, to destiny swap you or to destroy your destiny. And I'm telling you, as women, you better fight for your children. Whether you can love them, but you ain't got to like them. That's fine if you don't like them, you don't like their ways, but that is an extension of you. And to take them down is to take you down. To take you down is to take them down. I have suffered and felt like a part of me was gone because my child was gone. And like I said yesterday, I know we had a spiritual bond from the time that I conceived him and when he was in my belly. And one thing I noticed that I did not really get into, y'all, when I almost died a year ago, I was looking for my child because I called the Georgia Department of Corrections and they said they couldn't reach him right then. And I said I knew he was in danger because I was in danger. I noticed that my mother cursed me and my son together. And now I've broken those curses. And you have to make up your mind, and other people did it, and other people were jealous of me and my relationship with my son. And just, people have jealousies for their own reasons. And I noticed that every time something bad happened to me, the exact same time it happened to my son. And then you've heard people like Jamila Briscoe and all these people saying that they did magic against me to try to kill me. They did magic to try to destroy my son. I mean, these bitches have been real open about the shit they've done to me, bold, and said they had more power than me. Yeah, and laughed about it. I remember Jamila has been saying for the past couple of years, my son had 20 years and that I needed to worry about my son in prison instead of worrying about her, talking about her when this lady has been stalking and harassing me. Really? So he has 20 years. But right now, you see, my child is where he belongs. Back with me in my womb because I called him back to me. And you all can do the same thing and I will help you do it. I wonder, is it funny now? Where's the hee ha ha? I did this to her. I did that to her. I did this to her son. He ain't getting out. He got 20 more years. Is it still funny? And are you most powerful? Huh? And are you not merciful? Because you said my son would be stuck in there another 20 goddamn years. And that you destroyed me and turned my face black. And I unblackened the motherfucker. You said you wish death on me. I started going towards death. And I said, no, I don't think so. I'm going to stay here a little longer. I reversed that. And then you said that my son had 20 years. I reversed that. Is it still funny to you? I don't hear the laughing, but I'll wait for the response after my video. Because what I noticed is when I almost died a year ago and the neighbors with Shannon McGee were over here threatening to kill me and said that was my last night on the earth, that was my last day breathing, and that she was going to murder me while they laughed about it. I had to find my son. I couldn't find my son. I was in the hospital worried about where my child was. I found out when I got out, my son also knew something was wrong with me and looking for me. And that was like, what, November? The same week Shannon McGee was sending text messages and driving over here threatening to kill me and take my life, some gang members were in jail trying to murder my son, jumped him, hit him in the head with padlocks inside of socks, and he had big gashes and holes all in his head, stomping and kicking him. He almost died at the same time that I almost died. See, I'm telling you this because I noticed two things. Whenever something happened to you and the same thing happens to your child, that means whoever put spells on you, put a spell on your child at the same time, like took two dolls and tied you together like rag dolls and bound you together so that whatever happens to the one would happen to the other. So as the one goes down and destroyed, they take all your offspring to try to erase your memory from the face of the earth and erase anything you gave birth. Y'all better wake up. Because see, now I'm not taking this no more because I have taken too many losses and I have gone years without my child. That's the first time I got to hear my child's voice and talk to my child in 10 years. While people laughed and made jokes like Jamila Briscoe and these other witches on here and said that they did it and they were responsible for it. But no, they got children too. So they don't know what might come back and what may happen to theirs. But they like doing it to mine and doing it to me, wanted both of us dead. Now, her involvement with him and what she did with him, nobody made her do. And she still didn't get what she wanted, which he never came on to her anyway. She chased him and he never fucking wanted her. Whatever money she gave him, whatever she did for him, he didn't make her do it. She gave it to him like other people give him things and are nice to him. That's her problem. That's her fault. But to wish death on me and to brag that you did death spells and death on my son, you really think that those roosters are now not going to be reversed to you and come back home to roost to you when you have done that to the innocent? So that's why when they would say, that's why I say, yeah, he in jail. He sure lives. And I'm not getting mad about it. I ain't going to try to sue nobody for defamation because it's true. His ass is there. Unfortunately, laughing about it, you see me, what I do? Nothing. I didn't say nothing until I decided that I didn't want this way no more. And that women that are mothers that give birth to their children can move heaven or earth or stand in hell or in between heaven and hell if they want to. And they make up their mind that they are tired of being victimized and they're tired of having their life destroyed just because a bitch jealous of you. And because a bitch don't like you. So she want to destroy you, your children, and everything beautiful that you have created. That's why I waited. I ain't been feeling good. Because they came here almost about a month ago. Parole officer, somebody knocked on my door. They came and they said, do you know him? I said, that's my son. That's not my boyfriend, my man. That's my son. Can he stay here with you? Because they're considering, because see, they've built my hopes up so much over 10 years. They said they're going to release him like 5 or 6 times. And then they flip and reverse. And I know why, because they were doing magic to reverse it. And I wasn't doing anything about it until now. When I almost left here. Now, what if I had died a year ago and I didn't know a year ago my child was going to come back to me? He would have been out here with nobody and I wouldn't have been here. And when they had no place for him to stay and had a fault for to get me a place to stay and to stay here and keep this house, my child would have been out here with nobody, not me. Sure, he have people, but not like his mama, not like me. Don't nobody love him like me. All mothers don't love their children, but I love mine. If I hadn't held on, because I did not know a year ago I would see my child a year later. And so I'm asking them, is this really for real this time? Because y'all have promised me you're going to bring him, let him come to me about 4 or 5 years now. And then you change the date and he got in trouble or he got in a fight and then you take it from me. So is it really real this time? And they said, we don't know because we just coming out to inspect or verify for us to let him go. If you said no and everybody says no, we can't let him go. If there's no address, and then there has to be another parole hearing. The parole board at this point has to make the decision and they may say no. And I'm like, well, they've been doing that to me for years now, so I ain't gonna get my hopes up. And he called me and I told him, and I said, you getting out this time. I'm not gonna take this no more. I'm tired of this here. You don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of it. You're going to see me this year. He said, Mama, I don't know. Now they said they got to make another hearing. They may not let me come. And I said, you're going to come this time because I'm tired of it now. I can't take no more of it. Hey, everybody. Really, I'm telling you, those things don't have to go on. And a lot of times you think, well, somebody keep getting in and out of trouble, so they brought on themselves. You don't know what spirit is on them or somebody put something on them to make them do shit like that. Or fuck they mind up. I see that now. You get mad at people and they do dumb shit, but you don't know what's on them. If you ain't had no deep reading on them or you can't read it, you don't know why they doing what the fuck they doing, to fuck with you, to fuck with their family, to create distress and a curse to the family and a curse to themselves instead of a motherfucking blessing. So I told him, I said, you just stay out of trouble and you sit still because I'm not going to take this no more because Jamila been bragging. All these other witches done brag. They did this to you. They did that to you. They did this to me. I said, now I have a good understanding of everything along my mother of what the fuck is going on here. We're not going to do this no more because I see what this is. And ain't no more bitches finna get the best of me. And I wondered, because I don't know if you all know it, right now we're in transition. Mercury retrograde just ended and we have the 7 planets. This is a very powerful time to manifest what the fuck you want. You can Google it while we're talking right now. 7 planets are lined up right now to give you what the fuck you want. So if your mind is real negative, it's going to manifest double that. If your mind is positive, you got something in your mind you want, it's going to manifest double that. And the good and give you what the fuck you want. So all today I've been just pulling in my pussy. Just pulling energy back up into my damn womb. Because women take dick. Niggas stick dick and give it. So women are just like, okay, a nigga's dick is like a light, a lamp. Okay? The lamp got a plug on the end of it. That's the dick head. You stick the dick head, the plug in the socket. The socket is the pussy. It sends the energy because the pussy is the receiver. The pussy receive dick. The pussy receive calm and sperm. And the pussy receive life and starts to cause the egg to divide once the sperm penetrated. And then develop life. It is a divine receptacle. So it holds shit forever. Like you could hold rage, you could hold love, you could hold pain. We meant to hold. That's what we do. Men made to stick and receive and give. Then pull out. And you incubate the thing. You are the mad scientist. So you can still do that after your child is physically born. You still have them in you. So I start to pull that child to me. I ain't know where his ass was, but I see he been hanging out. That's good. Hanging with his friends and getting fresh time. He didn't want to see me with a chain. chain gang clothes on, the chain gang hair and shit. So I'm pulling. I said, God damn, I'm about to pass out. I done pulled so much my pussy. I'm damn about blow the fuck out. I couldn't hardly stand up. Now I can stand up. I feel good. I've been energized because I see the male part of me. I see my goddamn twin. So I am not, you don't hear me tell me, oh, I'm tired. I feel good now because I don't see my child. And I done got charged up. You do pull out because you're on the text. You can't stay in her pussy forever. You got to come out, nigga. Wake the fuck up. You're too slow. You don't need to be over here in my show. You need to catch the fuck up. Because if you never pulled out, you wouldn't be over here on the goddamn chair. You'd still be in her ass. And that's impossible to do, honey. So I kept pulling all day, and my head was hurting. I was tired. I said, where is my child? Because I thought he didn't have a phone. I didn't know how to reach him. Like, do you know my number? He hasn't called me. I asked Mina, have you heard from my baby? What's the fuck going on? And I'm realizing he comes in here with a brand new goddamn phone. He knows my number. He done called me a couple hours ago. Mama, I'm like, where the hell are you? I've been worried. And I've been trying to pray and manifest you, pull you in. I've been telling you to call me all day. He's like, I had to get this done, get something to eat. I'm with my friend, with my brother. And I said, okay. He sounded strong. He sounded good. So I knew he was all right, because I thought, wait a minute, it ain't working. I keep goddamn pulling this energy in. I know this child here, man. I know the Mother Earth here, man. I know Mother Earth feeling me, because I'm pulling all this energy down, and I didn't want to send nothing to y'all, until I got to I had to manifest it. Child, please get out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear it. Anybody that let somebody tell them they doing magic on them and you don't fight for yourself, you deserve whatever the fuck you get. Somebody just sitting here talking about, well, you ain't got to worry about that. You can just call Jesus and you ain't got to fight. Okay, well, that's your advice. You run with it. I did that and it got me fucked up. Thank you, spiritual power. Yes, says, yep, Mother Tiamat. Yes, and I want to wait. I want to see, did I manifest this? Because it's been 10 years and I did not fight until now. And after that happened to me, and I said, I'm going to teach them about what the spirits taught me, how I just used it, and then it's lined up with the vibration of the planets. Because if you look it up, this is the time you're supposed to be manifesting. We in February 22, so that's the second month and 2 days, so that's 222. We get on February 23rd, that's 223, then 224. Now what's today? Today the February 24th, so it's 224. And I think by the 28th, we'll have, you can see the complete alignment of the 7. I got energized when I knew and when I seen it, because I've been working so hard and been out of my body, and my body wore out because I've been putting so much energy on it. And hey, Queen Successful, defended and won. You said we listening. I love y'all too. I didn't want to say, so I'm gonna keep this to myself until I do, because I had never done it before, and I've never talked to a woman that done it, or nobody told me, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Yes, people encouraged me to do spiritual work and told me that it was a spiritual attack, and these bitches were bragging about it like Jamila. Shout out Mike Mills Radio. I felt like that was wrong. Now I don't. It's not wrong to fight. When somebody's fighting you, trying to destroy your life and destroy your child's life, and publicly bragging. See, you think you are God, and you think you're more powerful than every other bitch on this planet, and that you have the right to attack people and destroy their life, tear up their whole world just because you want to. And you'll realize you're going to fuck with the wrong one. You're going to fuck around and get that fuck around and find out, because God said, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. And everybody that had a hand in this is going to pay for it. And we know one of the main ones that kept bragging about they did this to my son. She's going to pay for this. Nobody has the right, especially if somebody hadn't done it to you, just because you don't like them and you make up reasons to justify attacking them and then bring about how you will destroy them. You will destroy my son. You will take my son's life because you don't like me and because you couldn't fuck my son. And you sat back and laughed and bragged about it. And they said he had another 20 years because you have the power to make that happen, but you don't and you won't. You never will and you won't. I won't let you. I'm glad that you all are here to witness this and to see this, because you see all this time I have been quiet. Let this bitch talk. I let these other bitches talk. See, it's okay. Let people laugh. If somebody's you're in a bind, your child's in a bind, hey, it is. If it's true, it's just true. Don't say nothing. You get silent and you go within your silent place. And you decide how you're going to declare war, because they have declared war on you, your children, and your family. Let's see who gets the last laugh. Because they did not have the right to do this to me or my son. And they will pay dearly for it. Just like whoever did something to y'all will pay for it. But you got to make up your mind when they're going to pay for it, if they're going to pay for it, how they're going to pay for it, and is it going to be now? Because when somebody can say, oh, somebody cursed you, they cursed you. It doesn't matter if somebody cursed you. Curses are made to be uncursed and undone and broken. Just because somebody put a curse on you don't mean it's going to stay on you and that it's fixed there. It's whoever's the strongest and whoever fights the longest. They put it on, you take it off. They put it back on, you take it off. However long it takes until the best one win and one overpower the other. That's what the fuck matters. So I'm gonna wait for this bitch's response. You know, especially to say she knows it all. She's almighty and has another 20. But as of, what is the date here? As of Monday, February 24, 2025, 9:07, my child is back here in my womb. Not 20 years later, but right now, my child is with me. Because that's what I said. That's what I decreed. I've been working on this so hard, not talking to y'all and doing a lot of readings and all that, because I needed to keep this quiet. Some things you need to keep your fucking mouth quiet until it's done. Because people that don't want it to happen will throw monkey wrenches and do black magic to try to keep this shit from being undone. And that's why I hear from myself, wait a minute, did somebody pick up on this and throw a monkey wrench in this motherfucker? And then I kept saying, no, he okay. He ain't locked up. They ain't got no hole. He all right. I'm like, boy, where are you? And I talked to a couple of friends. They said, he out, he going to surprise you. I'm like, I'm worried. They said, don't worry, he's fine. Then they go, fine. Who gonna pop up on you? He gonna pop. Don't worry about it. Oh. You said Queen successfully defended, and what? I'm trying to teach it to y'all. The ones that love me and support me, I'm going to teach it to y'all. I'm not doing it publicly. Like I said, if somebody got a child in jail, keep going back and forth, in and out, hang out. It can be a male or female. It really don't matter who it is. It can be a husband or wife, but friend, whatever, cousin, don't matter. But especially if it's a child that's near and dear to our heart, you contact me, because I'll be glad to help you work on that. I didn't fight and not feel goody two shoes and, oh, Jesus gonna fix that and then it's gonna go away. It didn't go away. They kept doing it. And stuff kept getting worse for me and my child. My child almost died and got jumped by the blood gang several times in prison. While at the same time, it was always around, they tried to take my life too. That's why I said, no, they don't put this. My mother did this to us together, and other people did spells on me and my child simultaneously. Y'all better wake up, because I know that I'm not the only one. A lot of y'all that have been attacked like me and almost died and done been through a life of hell like me, y'all have a divine ministry on you and you don't know it. And somebody trying to, even your own jealous ass mama and family members trying to kill you before you wake up because you're more gifted, more talented, more beautiful, more powerful than them. You'll know it by having all them hardships. And hardships are not always about bad luck or black magic. They're about you getting to a point and God testing you where you decide you're going to fight and not be a punk bitch and whine and cry and not take the traditional route because it ain't for you and it ain't going to work. Along with people putting black magic on top of that. You got to decide whose side you got damn it on. Because if you don't, they're going to take you out of here. And the spirits might let you survive, but you'll spend your life suffering and being beat up because you're scared to fight and you think it's wrong to fight. And you know, that's fine with me. That's where you are. I feel it feels stupid because I wasted so many years being in that place and seeing my child suffer and trying to help and not know how. And I got tired. And especially bitches bold enough to get out in public and brag that they did it. How does it feel to see that what you did has been undone, ho? Huh? How does that feel? You know, all the jokes about me, you know, I don't come on camera because I done had several facelifts and, you know, I done had a body job and a boob job and, you know, I bleach with all this goddamn plastic surgery and all that shit. But after you said all that, who won? Because let me tell y'all something. You do not want people to put curses on you and to make bad things happen, have you jammed up in jail, jammed up with a sickness, or have death around you and spend the rest of your life with that on you and die with that on you. You don't want to do that because it's going to stay on you. It's going to haunt you on the other side because you're still alive. And then it's going to jump to your children. And it's going to jump in your businesses. You do not want to live and die with that on you and with your child stuck in jail or dying in there or in there and can't get out. You have to break those curses. Now, this bitch that says she's so powerful, more powerful than me and so strong, I am waiting for her response to this. Because I'm not going to let this bitch beat me. I'm not going to let nobody ever do that again and do that to my child. Now that I know what it is, and I know it's not just him, now I understand because they start bragging, her and a couple other bitches that said they was involved in the shit and that they witches too, and encouraged her to come down here and do this. I'm going to wait for her response because she said that she was more powerful than me and that I could not beat her and that I could not get around her. But I came back to life. I was almost dead. My face was black. I turned it back light. I restored my health. And now I use my pussy that my son growed up in to pull him back out of it to me, which is where he is with me. Everything she did has flipped now and backfired. And when you all that have been through what I've been through and you are anointed like that, you can do the same thing that I've done. That's why I've been keeping this to myself and working on this. And I want to thank one lady because only one lady offered this to me. She felt bad for me. I know a lot of people felt bad for me when I said I missed my child. She sent me a message and she said, Alexis, I want to let you know, I heard your show and I'm traveling a lot working, but whenever I'm in town, I will take you to see your child. I said, oh, nobody ever offered. I said, thank you. Well, let me know when we can go. That was last night. I didn't say nothing because I'm still manifesting, doing my pussy magic, goddammit, like coming in the vagina file. So I'm pulling, I'm manifesting my baby. So I didn't say nothing like, well, thank you, but he might be here. I said, oh, for real? When can we go? Can we go? Can I see you Monday? She said, no, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to let you know when I can take you, but I'll be glad to take you to see your baby. That meant a lot to me because she offered. We talked last night, and I said, well, can you bring me something to eat? And she said, well, I'm going to go back out of town on my town right now, but I'm going to send you something. Go get you something. I said, thank you. Nobody's ever done that. No, nobody's ever offered. That meant, yes, people make sure I'm taken care of and I eat and stuff, but that meant a lot to me because it's been very heavy on me and it's very painful. And especially I understand the black magic and the treacherous shit behind it. She's the first one and the only one out of all these years. This is the 10th year. And you know that number 10 deal with endings and beginnings. Remember where we are? We're in the year of 2025. Goddamn. Ain't that something? The number 9, endings and beginnings. Because when you get to number 9, you can't go no further. You go from 9 to 10, you start back at 1. And 10 is things are over. Ending and beginnings. 9 is endings, heavy lessons and beginnings. This is the 10th year of his sentence. And the 9th year, 2025, that deals with ends and begins. And the 10th deals with ends and begins. They let my child go. Y'all need to look at numbers and planets like I keep trying to tell y'all lately. And plus, during this energy that we're in. So I kept quiet because I was determined to manifest this. Because, I knew too many people was happy about it. But I want to thank her because I just couldn't believe that she offered to take me and see my baby. And now we ain't got to worry about that, no. We ain't got to worry about that no more. What you said, Stephanie Drip, you were absolutely gorgeous always. I've seen an older video of you. Bitch, wake up. You look mature from that video, but you can tell you're the same person. Oh, thank you. As I'm healing, I can regenerate and look younger. I'm just still healing and getting myself back together, but thank you. Reiki, look, and anytime you want to get him out, depending on the circumstances and how long it would take, you can make that happen. I'm telling you, you can make that happen. You just got to determine what you're willing to do to make that happen. That's how you got to do it, because these things are not going to happen by themselves. Especially if you look and see there's another spiritual condition on you or his daddy or something else that brought. See, these things don't just happen. It's always something spiritual underneath it to bring these things about towards the person and then make the child and curse the child to hurt the mother or the father, whichever one they jealous of. Once you say Reiki loves, I believe in everything you have examples. So that I wanted to see if I could really follow the spirit and do this and then share it with you, because I've never done it. And like I said, I feel stupid because I didn't believe I could out of all these years, and I just let it go by thinking that, hey, brought on itself just meant to be, until my mother and other people started bragging. My mother even bragged about what she did. I thought it was funny that he was in there like that. And I started figuring it out, which is, she basically started saying it 10 years ago, laughing in my face standing at the jail. And I didn't realize she helped set him up for the shit. Or she helped to do the shit and was laughing and then blaming him for being in there, knowing that she helped to turn him into a fucking junkie, to help him do crimes and be with people to commit the crimes because he wanted to fucking get high. Yeah. Oh, boy. But I don't have anything else to say. I'll look at your comments if you have something you want to say to me. I think I'm in like a euphoria. Wow. It seems like a dream. Mina knew. But she didn't know the depths of the exercise, but she knew I was working on it. She was working with me. You see, it ain't easy remaining honorable. Jay Lauren, let me tell you, you're honorable except all is fair in love and war. So you're not honorable in love and war. Because in war, people are not honorable about you. They'll wipe you out and take your children. And as I say, get up and brag and talk and laugh about it. You're not honorable in war because nobody's going to be honorable towards you. Now, when you're upright and you give your word and people can trust you and you do what you say, that's one thing. But when you're fighting spiritual warfare, you cannot be honorable. You will get your throat cut, you will get lynched, and your children will bleed out. So in that situation, no. And see, that's why I was honorable in love and war. And you see what happened to me. You, before you die, and before your children die, you better take those curses off of them, and you better make those things right and undo what was done to them. Or your whole family and your bloodline will fall. You must not give your enemies the satisfaction of cursing you and leaving it on you and let it stay there and die like that and let them be destroyed and keep sitting back bragging. This bitch has been bragging for years and bragged earlier this year, the past 2 months of the year, just bragging that she did this. Did it to me, did it to my son. That's why I got 20 more years. I mean, just bragging, making jokes about this shit. And you see, I didn't say anything in public. I did my speaking to the spirits in private. There is no honor among thieves, and there is no honor in war. You will always be a sucker motherfucker, letting people do stuff to you and then publicly bragging and saying, hey, I'm going to take the credit. I fucked the bitch up. I almost killed the bitch. Yeah, I got the bitch son locked up. He ain't getting out till I say so. Yeah, and you supposed to honor that? That's right. All praise to the Most High. But you still better fight. You still better stand up and goddamn fight. I don't see him. I hope I'm not missing. I'm trying to read through her right quick to see if y'all. You see, I'm talking about writing your son and sticking by him. Well, I spent a lot of money on that damn nigga too now. I'm talking about no damn writing and sticking nigga all the way with goddamn big. You know, a bag of potato chip in there cost $5. A pack of noodles cost about damn $4 or $5, and a honey bun cost about $3 in that motherfucker. So it wasn't just no let this motherfucker always, mama, what the fuck you want now? It was always goddamn begging because I know they were hungry and they give them a real little bit of food to eat. Really little bit that's free. And then what they have to buy the supplement because they be hungry. It'd be a little bit and high as hell and the phone is high. I mean, it's a ripoff. And these people are making millions off of our peoples in them. But you know, I had to roll with it. And then the kind of person I am, and I know some other people's like that because a woman had told me to do this. You have people looking out for them in there. Their mama might not speak to them. Their friends or cousins might not speak to them, but they look out for your son or make sure they got what they need or whatever. Let them use the phone or whatever. They need to eat too. They hungry too. So I said, hey mom, how you doing? I sent you. I love your videos. And yeah, okay. You hungry? You need some money on your book. Look, I'm finna send you this amount, split it with your friend because they didn't have to share their food with you or let you call me and look out for me. Come on, let's keep it real. We know how it go in there. Give him some, somebody try to bother you, the nigga help beat
3 niggas trying to jump on you, the nigga beat one on ass. Here's a tip. Get a nigga some extra shit, goddamn, because you might need to back up the next goddamn time. You don't need to be in there by your motherfucking self. So you have to, they got people looking out for them. You got to look out for they goddamn peoples. Because them people in there got a hard time. Mama don't speak, they probably ain't got nobody, a better surviving. They hungry and shit. You got to look out for them too, because they look out for your child. They look out for your son, your daughter, your mama, your daddy, your cousin. I mean, you don't have to, but then something else happened to them. They ain't got to help your motherfucking loved ones neither. So, I'm that type of person. I made sure whoever looked out for him, here's some extra, give such and such this right here and tell them what they need. And need some shoes with it? Okay, well then, you split this for you, this for them. You have to be willing to do shit like that. I don't have number one child, Jay. I couldn't do that. I would get mad and say I was going to do it sometime. I didn't. Okay, Kyra. Sometimes that shit be more than that, depending on who the fuck you dealing with. I mean, people will extort you in there. You take a chance sometimes, too. You live and you learn. You do what you got to do. I'm just sweating. I'm so goddamn hot. And I'm happy. Yep, this is helping to heal me. Well, yeah, but whatever healing you doing yourself, you got to do magic to heal your child. You got to do mental science to heal your child. You can't heal yourself and don't send that energy to your child. Because if you're real close to them and telepathically connected, like I told you I will, when you go down, that child will go down. When that child go down, you go down. When you go up, you got to bring that child up. Because you got to find out what curses there and break them, because they done link y'all together, because they know it's a bond on you. You were born like that. You gave that child life. So y'all got some type of karmic agreement, some type of spiritual agreement. And somebody that done read it, that can see them, picked it up. So they're going to take y'all out together if they motherfucking can. I learned that. I started putting that shit together. I said, wait a minute. And I said, do you realize the same time they were trying to kill me, they was trying to kill you? In jail, and I couldn't find you, and the correction wouldn't send you no message, and I told them you was in danger. I could feel it because I was in danger. And we looked at the dates. It was the same dates in November. I said, God, they done put this spell that they done ran this shit together. I done figured this motherfucking shit out. That's what I'm telling you, because I bet you some of y'all got the same goddamn spiritual connection. Yes, but they made it clear they wanted me dead. This bitch was on here bragging, I want her dead. I said the bitch gonna die. Her and Shannon McGee, the bitch had a guy to get a restraining order against her. They was on there laughing and cheering. The bitch is not gonna leave the hospital alive. The bitch is dead. I did the mat bragging. And her son locked up for 20 more years. You see how dirty this motherfucker? Now I ain't did nothing to nobody to deserve no shit like that. And I'm sure, again, some of y'all have experienced this here. And that's why I said, you know what? I want this spirit to knock on my door. See, I don't think y'all understood why I went to the door, because the door is a portal. The front door is the portal for Ogun and Elegua, the trickster, like Elegua and Ogun live on the railroad track and at the four-way. See, when you knocking on somebody's door and you calling them, just like the Pope opened them doors for goddamn it criminal New Year, you are calling a spirit. That's why I said, who is that? Who is there? Because I'm not talking to his physical body. I'm talking to this spirit that was conjured in my uterus. You don't hear me. Okay, that's why I said, who is it? Who that is? That's you. Oh, this is me, Mom. It's your son. Okay. Because I'm talking to that spirit. Because I've been calling. I've been channeling. I've been connecting in the earth, looking to and fro for that spirit to come near. Come and knock on my door. Knock on it 3 times. That's why I asked 3 times. Who is it? Who is it? Is it the spirit that I've been goddamn it called? See, you don't know, baby. You don't. I'm talking to the women's now. I'm talking to you because this is what they just dropped on me. Thank God these spirit dropped this shit on me, baby. And I had to drop it on you, the women that's ready. You come see me. You come see me.